Welcome to Pen Tool Photoshop. In this tutorial, we'll cover working with paths, anchors, and lines. Once again, press P. Always press P to start off with, and we'll cover how to move a path, anchors, or lines. So if you click on the path in the Paths palette, and like the previous tutorial, you select the line. So hold down the Command key and click and drag over the line. So at this particular point, we want to move it up to here. So if I hold down the Command, you can see it's filled in with black, and these anchors are hollow. So if I Command, click, and drag, I can drag that into place. So with this example down the bottom here, I can Command, click, and drag over this part of the path. And instead of clicking on the anchors, I can actually click on the line and drag the line. So I can drag up, and if I hold down the Shift key, that will constrain it. With the circle at the top, Command, click, and drag over the circle. Then hold down the Shift key, I can drag it back into place. So let's say I just dragged it to there and I was close, I can actually nudge it as well. So if I hold down the Shift key and click on the arrows, so I click on the arrows by themselves, it nudges really precise. If I hold down the Shift key, it nudges by 10. So it's 10 pixels at a time. So I can get to like there and nudge it into place. Really precise movements. So with the bottom path, so where it says the exclude overlapping area of a path. So in this path, I can Command click over that anchor, click on it to activate the path, hold down the Shift key to constrain, then click on this point here to close off that square shape. So to exclude the inside area, as long as I'm selected this path still, if I clicked off it and started clicking, it will make a new path. As long as I've got that path selected, hold down the Shift key, and I can cut out that inside part. So that, even though you can't see it here, and I'll go into more detail later how you can actually check the path to see how it looks visually in a later tutorial, this inside path will automatically reverse out of this path here. So as long as you've got the setting up here, exclude overlapping shapes, that will exclude. So I've got points 4 and 5 are talking about separating a path. So at the moment, all of these paths are on the exact same path. So if I want to separate these paths out, there's a few ways you can do it. So in this option here, I can hold down the Command key, click and drag over those paths, and I've selected all those points. You can see they're all solid. I can press Command X to cut it. I have to click off that path in the Paths palette, and Command V. And it'll paste a new path in as a working path, which I can double click, save it as a path. So same with the other paths. Command, click and drag over them. Command X, click off. I can make a new path this way and paste if I wanted to. The other way of doing it, sometimes it's hard, if the paths are close together, it's hard to cut, it's hard to select the points without selecting other paths that you want to keep. So the second option here, number 5, the other way of doing it is I can just duplicate this path. So I've got 2 copies. So in this one here, I would Command and then I hit delete once, and you can see it's deleted that line, but hit delete again and it deletes the whole path. So on the copy, I can do the same for the top one. So rather than having to select the whole thing, I can just select part of it, hit delete once, delete again. And all the anchors that were connected to that line that I initially deleted, that will delete when I hit delete for the second time, and you'd have to rename it. So that really depends on whether you can actually get to the path you want to remove. Otherwise, you can just cut and paste it into a new path. The pen tool itself is relatively basic. There are some workflow things later on in the later tutorials about how to work with it more efficiently. But if you understand the basics of the pen tool, the more advanced areas we'll cover later will be a lot easier for you. So that was working with paths, anchors, and lines, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.